Alright, moving on to the off season, and I looked briefly at the free agency, and there are some names up here that are, I don't know why they're in free agency, but let's just say two players that played in the Super Bowl are in the free agency, and let's take a look at who those players are. Pat Mahomes? You don't re-sign Pat Mahomes? He takes you to the Super Bowl twice, and you don't re-sign him? What? And he's going to the Giants, most likely. It's actually tied 73-73. And then Aaron Jones. What? What? I don't understand why you don't sign these two. Sherman's, of course, on free agency. We might offer him a low time deal. So, anyways, I'll go to my signings after I kind of look through a bunch of this stuff. Just kind of show you briefly of who's in here. Willie Snead, really. I didn't re-sign him. Clyde Edwards, yeah, I think he was on the trade block for last year. No, I don't want Pouncey. Anyways, just to show you a few more people, so we're going to make some offers to some players, and we'll come back. Alright, so we offered a few of the free agents some contracts. Is this Harris? Yeah, that is Harris. So let's see if any of them accepted. We didn't really get anybody too big. We offered Sherman a really low contract. So we got DJ Jones back. Great. We offered him something very low. And we also got a middle linebacker, Alonzo. So definitely excited about him playing with Fred Warner, but it looks like our other guys did not. I'm going to keep pushing them, and let's see if we can get some more players on the squad. So just looking more at scouting, we basically have only the fourth pick. So we're missing the first 3 rounds, but we have 2 fourths, a 6, and a 7. And then next season is the year that we have quite a bit, because we didn't really like anything in this draft, so we kind of just gave stuff away for some picks. So, just looking more forward. I think we want to get some linemen. And let's see if anybody accepted our contract in free agency. We offered a few more people. Withdrawed Richard Sherman's offer. A team offered him a ridiculous salary. Oh, we get Levi Wallace. That's an 80 overall DB. That's big. That's big for us. We lacked in our secondary, so back to this. I don't really want a receiver, but if I can get a late round receiver, I'll do it. Oh, see? Jamario Sherwood. Yeah, and we definitely had a little bit of regression with AJ Green. So Thomas Tart Mostert went downhill. Jeez, maybe from the injury. McKinnon, Richburg, Jimmy Ward. Why? This guy just killed it. Robbie Gold. See AJ Green. He went down a little bit. And then Duke Williams. Alright, so let's move on to the 4th and final stage of free agency. So last chance, really. So we get Brandon Ayuk back, and Marcus Mariota signed with us. We offered him a really low deal, just because we needed a backup. Brandon Ayuk comes back to San Fran. We get him on a low deal as well. So let's look at our left side of our line. I think I already scouted majority of everybody here. I did. So we're gonna scout somewhere around here. I think I see our new #1 pick. Oh, see, undrafted, and this guy's a 6th. No, he stays there. I'm just looking at ratings. Jabari Beckett. So that might be our #1 pick going in the 4th round if he's still available. I think for the majority of the rest, we can maybe pick up a running back in the 6th round. Alright, moving on. Did we sign anybody else? I can't remember who else I asked to sign with us, but there was another quarterback. I think it was Andy Dalton. No, and he doesn't re-sign with us. So my negotiations, Andy Dalton, I offered him a low budget as well, but he didn't take it. But I got Marcus Mariota, so I'm fine. League sightings, Pat Mahomes goes to the Panthers. Wow. Aaron Jones to the Jets, Sherman to the Colts, Keanu Neal to the Dolphins, Darius Slay to the Bills, Lindsey, Redskins. I'm just gonna kinda Bills and Redskins got a few signings so far. Dolphins get a nice signing there. Philip Dorsett. Wow. He's probably gonna definitely be up there in receiving if he's got Pat Mahomes. Oh no, he doesn't have Pat Mahomes. Pat Mahomes went to Panthers. Darius. Redskins. A lot of Redskins. Okay, here we go. Kevin King, Jalen Richard. They went to the Rams. So that's 2 people we need to kind of look for. Jets, Don Terry Poe. They took him for me. I actually offered him an offer, and then I withdrawed it because I was not willing to pay him as much as he was asking. Aaron Lynch to the Raiders. And yeah, I think that's Mitch Trubisky went to the Raiders too, the MVP. Terrell Crawford, he was at the Arizona Cardinals last season for 1 year and left. Xavier McKinney might be a guy we think about picking up if Jimmy Ward is regressing. Alright, and we'll move on to the NFL draft. Alright, NFL draft. We're going to start drafting,
now on the clock.
And the Jets get the 1st overall pick. What do they go with? Combine grade. He didn't work at the combine. Well, I don't know if I've seen that. So, let's see what they are. I'm going to skip the 1st round, and then the 2nd round, possibly.
The Dolphins are now on the clock.
They go with tight end.
The Redskins are now on the clock.
They go with a right end, free safety.
The Panthers are now on the clock.
Shannon Milton.
The Lions are now on the clock.
There's Coombs gone.
The Colts are now on the clock.
Another left linebacker. A lot
The
of left
Eagles
linebackers.
are now on the clock. The Cardinals are now on the clock. The Raiders are now on the clock. The Rams are now on the clock.
I think the Raiders are going to have a great team.
The Jaguars are now on the clock.
Sammy Winters.
The Browns are now on the clock. The Bills are now on the clock.
And we're nearing the end of the first round.
The Chargers are now on the clock.
Vikings got a good pick.
The Steelers are now on the clock.
Cool. Nice.
The Bengals are now on the clock.
Alright, nearing the end. What a good pick there. Center, Bengals, wow.
The
Good
Giants
stuff.
are now on the clock.
And the Kansas City Chiefs.
The Packers are now on the clock.
Alright. Oh, and sorry, the Green Bay Packers, of course.
The Jets are now on the
Sean
clock.
Dunn, so to replace Aaron Jones. And looks like a pretty good replacement. 80 overall. Wow. Anyways, now I think we're just going to sim to next users for the 4th round. And we'll kind of review everything later on.
The 49ers are now on the clock.
So let's make our selection. Let's see if we have some of our draft players here. Our scouted players here. Our first rounder. We had a first round. Got a defensive tackle we can grab. A left guard might be big. Oh, I forgot to pause the draft. I always pause the draft. Gives me more time. So let's just, oh, sorry, we're not, and scouted, there we go, and 7 overall, 7, 6, 6, so we do have a left guard, 2 talent. This might be a good pick, but we have another left guard, so we might pick up the defensive tackle then. I think we're going to end up picking the defensive tackle. Nicholas Doolittle. You know what? Yes, we are going to do that. We did resign DJ, but
The Saints
we're going to
are
go
now
ahead
on the
and go
clock.
pick him. 92. I'm happy with that. That's a good selection. We're going to see if we can get those left guards. Advance the next user
The
pick.
49ers are now on the clock.
Go to our draft board. See if our boys are still up on here. So we do have one of them, Denzel Galloway. Okay, he's strong. And Logan Daly. Oh, this guy seems better overall. Vertical jump or jump cone. So what does he have? Lead block, pass block, power. Why not just go to left guard? And I think Denzel we're gonna pass on. He does have a lot of strength, but Logan Daly seems like the guy we want to go with. So pick, let's put him in.
The Bengals are now on the clock.
44, wow. And he's hidden development. Wow. Next user pick. Or not a 5th round, we have our 6th round only.
The 49ers are now on the clock.
Big player. So who are we going to choose here? So left guard, it said we were struggling with the most. Oh, he got drafted. Mike can go with this center, Xavier Pope. Just looking at a few stats, I don't want that. That does not seem good. Xavier Pope. That's pretty good, Xavier Pope. We're gonna go with Xavier Pope here, I believe. We don't need a corner anymore. We've got Levi Wallace. Yeah, you know what? Xavier Pope,
The
let's go.
Bengals are now on the clock.
Good pick again. Next user. And our last
The
pick
49ers are now on the clock.
in the draft. And what do we have that's scouted and available? I think Gilbert Hopkins is probably our best choice.
The
We need it.
Bengals are now on the
We're
clock.
getting it.
The Giants are now on the clock. The Packers are now on the clock.
So that'll end the draft. Scan through the draft here, round 1. Who got that wide receiver is what I want to know. I'm not really looking at the names anymore, damn. Some pretty decent players. QB far. Up to the Rams. There's Jabari Beckett. 71 overall. He went to the Cleveland Browns. Oh, Shoreward, there he is. He went to the Giants. He's with Pat Mahomes. No, he's not with Pat Mahomes. He went to the thing. I always forget he goes to the Panthers. Alright, and the rest are kind of like just random players I don't know if we'll see too often right away, so let's advance to week 1. And we'll sim preseason, we'll show stats though. Just looking at these stats for the preseason here. Both quarterbacks, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. Obviously Mariota had a lot more playing time, but both quarterbacks did good. I'm glad we picked up Mariota. Running back, Jay Harris, Lettuce, Raheem Mostert, just as good. And Kyle Pitts, our rookie tight end last season, led us in receiving yards. Smith as well did really well. He's also a rookie from last year. And he got a touchdown. AJ Green, 2 touchdowns. And he led us in touchdowns. Zebo got 1, and Pettis got 1, and Callaway got 1. Levi Wallace led us in tackles. Sacks. Javon Kinlaw. Eric Armstead, Fred Warner even got in the action. And Ford. So we're gonna move Ford around quite a bit this year, positions from defensive tackle to both sides of the end. Jonathan got it. Tart, Fields. Got a quite a good team so far. Preseason's looking good. And that's only in 3 games because I got a sim. Next game that I sim, it's gonna go to the regular season, so 2-1. We'll see how we're gonna face off here in their week 1 opponent. I didn't even look who it's gonna be yet. I usually look at the schedule, but it's gonna be the New York Giants. Okay, that's not too bad. Depending on what their team looks like. Who's our injury? Oh my god, Jimmy Ward. No Jimmy Ward for the first 4 weeks. Well, not a good start. Media, coming off a strong preseason, a good record a year ago. How far can this team go? I do think that we can keep the momentum and get off to a hot start. We'll see from there. Team, we show them we're very good, so there's no reason we shouldn't at least get there. Everyone in the locker room has gold on their mind. It's the Super Bowl. I think we definitely have a great defense. Better defense than we had last year. So I do want to say we are a playoff team. So what's the Giants team looking like this year? So Barkley, who's quarterback? Is it still Jones? It is. Barkley, Sterling Shepard, Darius Slayton, Tate definitely regressed. Cobb, and they do have that rookie, Evan Ingram. Let's see their line here. Oh, they got Mike Pouncey. They have actually a pretty decent line. And Dexter Lawrence, Leonard Williams. Okay. Defensive tackle. All right. Pretty decent. PJ Hall they got. Linebackers. This guy was really good last year. This guy's gonna be a monster in the future. So Carter. So the linebackers, they have one really strong linebacker. Really, it's just Dylan there. DBs, I think we can. They got Eli Apple. I think we can really break this. And their speed, really, they only have one, maybe two speed guys. So AJ Green, if I think I'm gonna play him in the slot. Again, not Jabril Peppers, yeah. Oops, who's their kicker? Okay. Oh god, they really don't have a good punter and good kicker. Myers, this is their practice squad. Alright, well, I guess we will wait till next week to play against the Giants.